Chief Justice, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen of the Senate, thank you very much. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be here today and present my closing argument, my chance to be able to talk to you, talk to the people of Illinois, and talk to anybody else who is listening. I had the last couple of days, I've had a chance to be able to go out and talk to as many people as I possibly could about my desire to be able to appear here before the Senate trial, and have a chance to be able to tell the whole story, have every single witness I could possibly bring be able to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, present as much evidence as available to be able to have the whole story told, and have a chance to be able to show you here in the Senate, show the people of Illinois, and show anybody else who's listening that I have done absolutely nothing wrong, that I followed every law, that I never ever intended to violate any law, and that when the whole truth is heard and the whole story is told, that's ultimately what will be shown. I was hopeful that I'd have a chance to be able to do that in a Senate hearing, in this trial, a chance to be able to bring witnesses in, a whole list of witnesses, every single witness in the criminal complaint. It would have been nice to have them here so they can tell the truth and tell you under oath what they know. I wanted to be able to bring in witnesses from Rahm Emanuel, the President's Chief of Staff, to Senator Dick Durbin, to Senator Harry Reid and Bob Menendez, to every single person connected with any conversation I may have had in relation to picking a United States Senator. Unfortunately, these rules have prevented me from being able to do that. And in spite of efforts to try to get you to give me that chance to do it, it didn't work. So I went to the people, talked to as many people as I possibly could. And I was over and over repeating to them, just give me a chance to be able to let the truth come out. So sooner rather than later, I can show you I've done nothing wrong. So sooner rather than later, I can clear my name and we can put this behind us and get on with working to do things for people. Get on with the business of the people. Now, when I did that and met a lot of different people and made that case to them, they were mostly sympathetic. They understood my position. They said, of course you're entitled to a fair trial. Every American citizen is. Of course you're entitled to bring witnesses in so you can disprove things that are being said about you and show that they're not true. Of course you're entitled to confront your accusers. This is the United States of America. It's guaranteed by the Constitution. It's a fundamental civil liberty that every American enjoys. And imagine what it would be like to live in a country like this if you weren't allowed to be able to defend yourself. And of course, an impeachment trial is not a court of law. It's different. But whether it's a court of law or an administrative hearing, whether it's schoolyard justice when one kid hits another, but the kid that hit him wasn't the one who did it, and he's got other boys he'd like to have tell the teacher he didn't do it, whether it's that or whether it's an impeachment process where you are seeking to remove a governor who was twice elected by the people, I think fundamental fairness, fundamental justice, natural law, and constitutional rights suggest I should be able to bring witnesses in to say I didn't do the things they said I did. Now, when I made that case to people, they listened to me and were supportive. But they also said to me, if you feel so strongly about it, Governor, then why don't you go to the Senate and tell them yourself? Why don't you go there and tell them instead of you just telling us? And so that's why I'm here. I'm here to talk to you and appeal to you, to your sense of fairness, your sense of responsibility, your commitment to the Constitution, your commitment to basic fairness. And I'm asking you, as I speak to you today, to imagine yourself walking in my shoes. Think about you if someone said the things that they've said about me, and you know you didn't do it, but there's been a rush to judgment and an evisceration of the presumption of innocence. Imagine how you would approach this and what you would do. Think about if you knew you were right and you were innocent and you didn't do anything wrong, whether you should be rushed out of office, disgrace your family, disgrace your children, and imply that you might have actually done the things they said you did. Think about your responsibilities when the people choose you, and you know you've kept your faith with them, but everybody else is saying you didn't. But if you quit and give up and leave without having a chance to prove your innocence, how you've abandoned them and you've quit on them and you've violated your commitment to them. I'm here to give every possible explanation to every one of these allegations, and I'm grateful that you've at least given me that. But I would hope that maybe when you consider what I have to say, who knows, maybe you'll reconsider and give me a chance to call those witnesses I'd like to call. And who knows, maybe you'll reconsider and give me a chance to see if there's some possible way where every one of those conversations that were taped can be right here before you so you can hear all of them, warts and all, the truth, unadulterated truth. Maybe not flattering in some cases, but it's the truth, and there was never a conversation where I intended to break any law. So I'm here to do what I can to explain to you my side of the story.